Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to Parent University, where we will grow, connect, learn, and succeed. My name is Miguel Benitez, and I am the RISD Family Engagement Director. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity to work with you. We're also very excited about our journey to elevate family engagement with an end goal of increasing student success across the district. Your meaningful engagement will make a significant impact in the lives of our children. Today, I'm going to be presenting on Focus. And Focus is a district's electronic access to attendance, grades, and other information related to students. Joining me today is Annabelle Garza, Executive Director of Student Information, to help provide support and answer questions. You want to say hello, Annabelle?
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. We're really excited about offering this opportunity for you to learn how to access your child's grades and attendance. We're always here and available for questions. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Annabelle. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to share my screen with you because we're just going to share some information about today's objectives. So if you'll just bear with me, I'm going to go to our PowerPoint, and we're going to share this with you. So today's objectives, we're going to learn the benefits of Focus. We're also going to learn a little bit about the Focus dashboard, what to look for when viewing grades, attendance, and assignments, how to use the communication tools within Focus, and tips for successful parent and teacher conferences. So Focus is available to all our ISD families. It allows you to monitor your child's progress in school by providing access to both grades and assignments that are entered by the teacher throughout the grading period. It is a resource for families to become more engaged in their child's education and enhance communication and engagement. So what are the benefits of accessing Focus and using Focus? Well, it's a secure online access to grades, assignments, and attendance. It's a two-way communication tool for parents and teachers, and it gives you email alerts about absences and changes in grade averages. This is a great benefit, and we all need to keep up with progress for our children to ensure that they are successful. So the best way to learn about Focus is actually to navigate the system. And so I'm going to navigate the system, and Annabelle will provide additional support as we navigate this together. So there's great information. There's a lot of detail in this, but what we can do for today, what we're going to do is really just hit some of the main points, main items that are going to help us monitor those grades, those assignments, and that attendance. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and exit out of here, and I'm going to go into the website. So if you'll just bear with me. The first way to do it is actually just to go onto our RISD website. And what you'll do when you get there, you'll just scroll all the way to the bottom. And what you'll see is the Focus graphic here. And all you have to do is click on it. And it's going to take you straight to our Focus page. That provides a lot of great information. The other way to do it is actually just to go into the search engine, type in Focus parent at g.risd.org, and this will actually open up for you, and you can just click on Focus Parent Portal, and it's going to take you to the page as well. So this is how you access it. So once you're here, what you want to do is find out. There's a few ways to access. As a new parent, and if you would like to sign up for Focus and your child is actively enrolled in an RISD school, and you haven't created a Focus Parent Portal account, this is where you would click. Before you start the process, what you need to know is that there are 4 items that you're going to need, okay, to start this process. The first thing that you'll need is actually a valid email address, okay? The second thing that you'll need are the last 4 digits of your child's social security number or state ID. The third is a student ID, and the fourth is the date of birth. And so just make sure you have those things readily available. What you'll do in there is this page will open up and you will go ahead and type in the information that it's asking: first name, last name, email address, and then you will create your passwords. What's important to know about this, please write them down. Write down your username and your password, because this is what you'll need to access the system. The second way to create accounts, or actually to move forward with our parent portal account signups, is actually to add a student. And the way you do that, if you already have an account, is you would just go to the second link that's available here to add, and you would type in the information, and it will give you access to the system so that you can add your child. And pretty much what it looks like is this. If you'll bear with me, I'm going to And so you'll see where you can add, there's a button here where it's going to take you to add someone, a child. Good looking young man there. Once you've finished adding a student, it'll take you straight to the parent portal, but we're not going to view that or go through that just yet. We're going to go ahead and log out. And then I'm actually going to show you, this is actually another link that's going to actually get you onto parent portal. But I wanted to show you and really navigate with you this. Hold on just a second. So if we go here, this is the third link that we have here. Is anytime that you have forgotten a password or that you want to generate a new one, you will go into here. You'll just simply click on it and provide that email address. So make sure that, nowadays we have a couple. Make sure you have the correct one where you want to be able to access this information. And if you've worked with parent portal before and you have your username, password, and you just want to log in into the account, you'll just click on here, go into and insert the information that you have, so that we can go ahead and begin navigating through this. So now that you've logged in, let's look at this. The first thing that we see on this screen is we see the portal. The portal is here on your left hand side. You will see the menu and a lot of the useful features that you're going to be using. So what I like to share with you is actually, you'll be able to see, hold on just a second, let me move a little bit some of these items out of the way so I can scroll a little bit better. Thank you for your patience. You'll be able to see schedules. You'll be able to see these tabs that will open up to information that's very useful for you. But before we go through that, I want us to quickly look at these tabs that are available for you to see. So we have a grades tabs, which is opened up to the actual grades themselves, teachers. We have some attendance information, grades, etc. We have a planner tab, which gives us information about assignments that that are on our calendars. We have very, very useful information. What I like to do right now is hand over the mic to Annabelle. Annabelle, is there anything that you would like to add as it relates to these tabs and that parents need to know?
Hi there. So the information is, it's active information. So as the teacher is entering the assignments and the assignment deadlines, they will appear in the portal as you see here so that you can help keep your child on task and know of any upcoming due dates that your child may have. And as far as the grades tab, it's going to indicate a running grade until we approach the end of the quarter, and you will have a posted grade. So right now, when you see the average, it is the running average of the child at this point in time. So I want to point out to you that you can see all 4 quarters, and we are currently in the first quarter. And this is the child's schedule at this moment in time, and these are the teachers that the child has.
Thank you, Annabelle. So there's a lot of great information here. I know that we can also email teachers at this particular page. So and there's another place where you can also do this, but if there's questions or if you have something that you need to ask the teacher, this is where you would do it. I want us to move into the next item in this menu on the left. Actually, I'm going to skip into the preferences because this is going to be important as it relates to access and notifications. But one thing that I forgot to mention regarding the quarters that we were just talking about is, Annabelle, there are these quarters are made up of 9 weeks. So just remember that these are 9-week quarters. Here in the preference tab, what we have are actually, or is a place where you can actually create a password. This is really important to know. So this is where you would go to create passwords. We have the notifications, and I'm going to let Annabelle go into more detail about these notifications, but what you'll see here is where you can choose how often to get them and what you're going to get them, or what type of notifications you're going to get. So do you want to share a little bit about this piece, Annabelle?
Sure. So there are different topics on what kind of notifications you will get, and you can also set the frequency as to which you want to receive these notifications. So this particular parent has it set to daily. So on a daily basis, this parent is going to receive attendance notifications for their child. You can also change that to weekly. So it all depends on what your preference is. If you do not want to receive any messages, you could also unsubscribe from all of them, and you could just simply log onto the portal and monitor it yourself.
Thank you, Annabelle. And so this is also the place where you can actually set your alerts if the grades drop below a certain average, and or if there's an absence uh, being recorded. The system will notify you via email when that happens. So let's continue to navigate the system. Let's see. What we have here is a calendar, and what I like to do is actually this calendar is really very nice because it gives you information about the assignments that are being that this particular student has. What I want to do is actually save that for a little bit because I want to go over the class schedule, uh, and then we can talk about those two things at the same time. So if you continue to move down the menu, you'll see that under um, Richard's name, we have some child information, um, some general information there. We have, after that, we can actually move into the class schedule, which is really, which just really breaks it down into, when they go to class, period times, the room that they're in, when they're enrolled, things of that nature. So this is important to know as far as what your child is doing during the day. This is how the school has set up their schedule. The calendar will give you the assignments for those classes. So this is a crucial information as you are monitoring your child's grades and assignments and that they're being done. So is there, let's go ahead and go to this calendar. What you'll see in this calendar are all the assignments that for the month or what's due. And you can scroll and it will give you information about that particular assignment. You can also click on that assignment for that day and it's going to give you more information. It'll give you the title, the assignment date, the due date, the points, section course, etc. Annabelle, is there anything else that you would like to add to share with our parents regarding the calendar and perhaps the class schedule?
Sure, if you'd go back over to the calendar,
Yes.
you can toggle on the type of events that you would like to see on the calendar. So at this moment in time, it says show assignments. But if you click on the down arrow, you can also say show lessons and show units. So you can change, you can have all three display, or you could have one at a time display. And so you can toggle based on your preference as well.
Wonderful. Thank you, Annabelle. Um, so the calendar is a great feature. It just gives you just great information about whether what our students are doing or what our child is doing, and it really helps us to just keep again monitoring their progress, because what we don't want to do is wait until the end of the quarter to help. We need to be monitoring every day to make sure that things are being turned in and that they are producing the work that's being asked of them. So the next thing that I want to look at is actually the attendance. We have attendance here, and this is actually the coding that is used that you will see displayed when there's an absence and or there's this is what teachers will code our or excuse me, the schools will code our students' attendance. So if there's something like a little red or green, which you'll see here in just a minute, it'll just give you an idea of what's happening. So let's go into attendance. Let me see. and you'll see here the attendance for this particular student's classes. So here we can see that we have a PRS, which is which if we don't know what PRS, we can go into absences, and it's not really an absence. It's telling us that he's present at remote synchronous, so which is important to know. So as you look at your particular child's absences, remember the codes. Remember what's there, and if you have questions, you can always go back and look at this legend. If you have further questions, you can also contact the teacher or the school for more information. All right, so as we look at all this information, is there anything else that you would like to add, Annabelle, before I continue to move forward?
Sure, there are two different views of your child's attendance. So if you can scroll down for me a little bit.
Okay.
Right now we are viewing the attendance summary screen, which basically has the dates, the school dates listed on the left-hand side and the periods along the top columns. So you have that view. And then you have another view, which is the attendance chart view. So will you click on chart for me over there? You go. This displays a different view looking at the student's schedule. Up at the top, you can change the date range. So if you'd back up that date range to 8/19 for me, because right now it is just basically showing beginning September 1. So up at the top, where it says report time frame, you can back that up to the first day of school, August. And click on August 19th. And click on update. So there you can see how the attendance is being posted daily for the alternate days. So with this happens to be a secondary child. They are in a rotating day. So on the 19th, they met certain class periods, and on the 20th, they met other class periods. The gray boxes indicate that the period did not meet that day. So the PRS, if you hover over the PRS, you can see when it was posted and who posted it. And it also indicates the type of code that was posted. And in this case, it is present remote synchronous.
Wonderful, thank you. So how to view progress. Now let's look at the quarters. Remember that quarters are 9 weeks. You'll be able to click on the grade and it will open the information on the child's score and assignments. What you see in the system is just what's currently been input, which is what Annabelle shared with us a little bit ago. Remember that this feature this feature will allow us to see how he's progressing throughout the year. And so what are the things that we need to be looking for? We need to be looking for above 90 averages, low averages, below 70. If you start to see averages go below 70, we need to start working with our child. We need to ask them, how can we do better? How can we earn better grades? Maybe suggestions to talk with that child is to come to class prepared with homework, ask for help, study for tests, but start to engage your child in those conversations. You need to talk to your teacher, find out what the additional assistance is available, tutoring before or after school, small group instruction, and extra practice assignments. These are going to help help our child do better academically. So focus is not only about looking for what needs improvement, but also for identifying and reinforcing positive behaviors. praise should be specific. Your test grades, when you talk to your child, say, your test grades have improved. I'm so proud of you. You have no missing assignments. I mean, there's a lot of good positivity needs to come across as you're trying to help your child through the academic piece. That is critical in helping our student have confidence and feel good about what they're doing, and that the work that they're doing is helping them succeed. So the next thing that I want to talk to you about is actually a little bit about what I just mentioned, which is congratulating and, of course, encouraging. If you see that improvement, just some quick examples. If you've seen the improvements from C to B's, again, reinforce that. Tell them how great they're doing. I notice, if they're turning in assignments, let them know, I've noticed that you've turning your assignments and your grade is much higher. Keep up the good work. Continue that encouragement. This is very, very important. Now, if you get to the point where you're going to have to work or reach out to a teacher, I'm going to provide you some parent tips for a teacher-parent conference. So number one, what you want to do is you want to include your child in the conference. This is important because now they are part of it, and they're going to feel valued. They're going to feel like, this is, we've got adults that have an expectation. Come prepared with questions when you're visiting with a teacher. And also, don't be afraid to share certain things. It doesn't have to be too personal, but share some things that perhaps they don't know about your child, so that they can help them in the learning process. And ask how you might be better. What you can do to help your child. What you can do at home to help. Find out. Another tip is to find out what services are available at your school to help your child. There are a lot of services that are there to help in the learning process. So reach out to your school for that information. Create a plan before you leave. After you finish that conference, just make sure you have a plan going home so that you can be able to work through it. And perhaps, through it, there's some positive changes. If not, you can always reevaluate, modify, and then move forward with a new plan. Make sure the last tip is to make sure you know what the teacher will do, what you will do, and what your child will do to improve this situation. So everyone's got a part in it. Everybody's working together to improve your child's student success. So at this time, there's the last thing that I want to share with you is how you can get more assistance or get further assistance if you have any issues with Parent Portal. Focus, that is. Email, you're more than welcome to email at focusparent@g.risd.org, and I'm going to put that on the screen. And you can call as well and leave a message, or visit the website. So if you'll just bear with me, I'm going to share my screen with you again. Excuse me, let me get to there we go. Annabelle, is there any other things that you would like to share with our families at this point?
I think this is a very useful tool for parents in order to monitor your child. And if anytime you have any questions, you can always email us at focusparent@g.risd.org. The report cards this year are going to be published in the portal, so you will be able to view them at the end of the quarter.
Thank you, Annabelle. I can't stress enough how important this particular tool is in keeping up with your child's progress, especially now since we're learning children in virtual learning, and we've got so many things on our plates. We just need to use every tool available to us, every tool available to us to monitor our child's academic progress. And again, can't stress to you enough how important this tool is. Do we have any questions in our chats right now that we can address?
Your student GPA is only available in Naviance. That is one of the questions in the chat.
Okay. Is the student, I mean, can you repeat that question again, Annabelle?
The question is, how do I find GPA for my kids in Focus, or is that only in Naviance? And the answer to that question is that when we do the calculation for GPA, it is published in Naviance.
Wonderful, thank you. Do we have any other questions? Well, I want to thank y'all for joining us today and learning a little bit about Focus and how important it is to actually use it, navigate, ask questions so that we can help our children be successful, have academic success. So thank you, les agradezco su tiempo por estar aquí con nosotros para aprender un poco de Focus, que los va a enseñar a ver el progreso de nuestros estudiantes, nuestros hijos, hijas. Thank you again for taking time from your busy schedule to join us and participate in today's session. This session will be recorded and it will be available in our Parent University library. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you. We have another session this Thursday where we're going to actually, let's see, excuse me. We are going to have a session on sustaining and strengthening home to school connections. So hope to see you then, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.